What's going on, everybody? It's number 28 in our build series. We're building mini muscles today. So this just means the smaller muscle groups that we need to do a bunch of different things. But we've been working so much on our core, our glutes, our back, so the big muscle groups that we need to help support everything else that's going on. So today we're just going a little bit smaller into those little muscle groups. So I have a mini band. I have a set of 5-pound dumbbells, a set of 20-pound dumbbells, and I have a small box. You just need a bench or a chair or something we're going to use to rest our legs up on. So let's go ahead and get a nice little warm up going on. Stretch over those legs. Straighten through both of them. You can plant your hands on your calves or your shins or on the ground. Push into them and slide the chest forward, flattening through the back. Bend your right knee. Let that left leg stretch a little bit deeper. Now bend your left knee and let your right leg straighten. Grab both of your elbows, hang over the body, and swing a little bit left and right. Go ahead and contract deep through that core. Stay lengthened through the spine. And then inhale and bring your arms all the way up. Okay, and then let's do a few marches with the knee grab. So march the leg, but then pull the knee tight into the chest. Definitely feeling those legs from our big set yesterday. Grab deep into that core. All right, go ahead and come on down to the ground. We are going to start with a little set of core. We're going to be doing tabletop pulse crunches, and we're going to go all the way to 50 reps. So I'm going to have you bring your legs up into a tabletop position. Both shins are parallel to the ground. Flex your feet back, smack your low back into the ground, contract deep across the core. So go ahead, jab in, connect to make sure that you can feel that flexion. Rest head and hands. Chin's going to tuck in. Smack that low back in, like I said, and then we're just pulsing. 2, 3, 4. The head's resting in the hands. Just staying small, little crunches. We're not bouncing. 20, 1, 4, 5. Stay flexed, dig deep. 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, rock and roll yourself up. You're going to dig your heels into the ground, toes are up, lean back, and we're going to just hinge to the side. We're going to go 50 little crunches on one side, 50 on the other. Pull through that oblique, tuck into that core. So still rounding through your back. Should feel the front of the belly, but then isolate and focus on that oblique. 21, 22, 23. Stay relaxed between your neck and shoulders. Build that heat. $47, $48, $49, $50. All right, let's take a little tuck up, round through, and then we'll hit up the other side. Ready, go. What can you contract and grab and flex all the way around and hold, and then just build that little bit of extra. 30, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. Flip it over, hands and knees, just one set of those. Feel that belly get a little stretch, pull side to side. Nice start, everybody. Okay, we are going to go into that mini band, and we're going to be getting the small muscles in the glutes, the hips. So obviously glutes are a big muscle group, but those little abductors are usually kind of weak and left lagging. So plant your band around your high ankle, low calf. We're going to stay still and just step to the side, a lateral pull, 20 one direction, and then 20 the other. Grab through that core, slide your shoulder blades back and down. So you still want good posture. Bend into the supporting leg, and then you're going to pull the other leg out. 5. You're going to feel, work on that supporting leg, but then also check in, stay focused on that pulling leg. 13. 18 and 20. Other side, bend in. Focus on that upper outer glute, those abductors. Chest is up, shoulders back and down. 17, 20. Okay, move your band up around your upper leg, so just above your kneecaps. Open your feet. We're going to sit into a squat, sit low, and you're going to abduct. Pull the knees wide. We're going to 20. Sit on those heels. Don't forget about the core. Think about what you're here to build. 18, 19, 20. Abductors. Those are super important for keeping the back happy, healthy, even your knees, super big for the knees. Okay, back to those lateral pulls. 1, 2. See if you can not tap as the foot comes in. Focus here. Line your knee and toe. 18, 19, 20. Other side. Ten. Dig in. Still wrapping muscle to the bone. 18, 19, 20. All right, bring that band back up. We're going to do those little awkward abductors. Sitting low, and then you're just getting that pull wide. 4, 5, sit on those heels. Don't forget about your core. Constantly contracting through that core. 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right, one more. Back down around those ankles. High ankle, low calf. Should be feeling that heat, feeling that burn. Here we go. Step to that side. 7, sit on the heel. 10 on your supporting leg. Connect into that core. 16, 19, 20. Okay, other leg. Sit it back. Here we go. Stay in those abductors. Make sure that you're building from the ground floor. So get your knee and toe lined up. Get into the abductors. If getting as wide doesn't work for you, then stay narrow. Or maybe tap both sides. Abductors, like I said, they're generally weak. So build from where you're at. Don't push in too fast. But build little bits at a time. It's more about getting it done right than going heavy, than going fast. Even big ranges. Woo! Come on. Push into those abductors. That's our focus. Stay there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. I think we adequately got those little guys. All right. Let's take a little stretch there. So drop down your right knee on the ground. Cross your left leg around so your knees are stacked. Your feet are separated. And then you're just going to sit back on your hips. You should feel that pull through each side. Those abductors, not going to hang long. Roll back up and then hit the other side. So now your left knee on the ground, and then you're going to wrap your right leg around. Pull your feet apart. Sit back. Your knees may not stack as much. That's totally fine. The biggest deal here is just trying to get a little stretch to the outside of those glutes, those abductors. All right, we get to move on. We're going to use our little box. We're going to do our Copenhagens and then a gate swing. So now we're doing our adductors. We got our abductors, those muscles that pull the legs out. Adductors are inside. Need to keep those nice and healthy, strong as well. Okay, so you're going to plant onto your hand or elbow. I'm going to go elbow. Your top leg is the one that's working. So you need to find that groin, your inner thigh, those adductors from pushing into the box. Then you're going to lift your other leg and kick it behind. Tuck the knee in, kick behind. 2, 3, 4. Lots of core going on here, of course, as well. 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Roll it over. Remember, it's that top leg doing the work. Lift it up. Tuck that knee. Push back. Tuck in. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 20 gate swings. So you're going to jump wide and low. Then those inner thighs are what's pushing you back up. 1, 2, 3. You've really got to get wide in order to get that inner thigh work, though. Lock into that core. 18, 19, 20. Woo! All right. Set 2. I'm going to get those 3 sets through. Plant onto that elbow. Push into the foot. Here we go. 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 10. Take it where you're at. If you need little adjustments, go ahead and start crunching. We're going to count from here. But if you need to keep the knee on the ground and just try to think about lifting, that's fine. You go with where you're at. 7, 8, 9, 10. First time I did those, I had to just hold it Couple seconds, then come back, hold, couple seconds, come back. So remember, we're finding where we're at, building from there. 10. Really focus on those inner thighs pushing you up. Whew, okay, last set. 2, 3, 4. Get into that groin. Trying to keep the hips as level as possible. Squared off, not rotating forward. Here we go. Here's 8, 9, 10. Woo! Here we go. Make sure you're really dropping onto those heels wide. Take your time to get low. Then press in from there. 18, 19, 20. All right. Let's sit on the ground real quick. Little heart rate build. Love it. Soles of the feet together. Wrap your hands around your toes. Lift your chest up. Enjoy that little inner thigh stretch. Okay, next up we're going to use those 20-pound dumbbells for calf raises, and then our band for the serratus anterior muscles. Little muscles underneath, behind the armpits, they wrap in. It's also called the boxer muscle, but they're super important and generally underdeveloped, and those are really what helps keep the shoulders happy. So, even body weight's fine with calf raises. We're going to start toes straight ahead, just 10. Lift up nice and high. Belly locks in. 2, 3. See if you can just pause a second at the top. 6. Focus on the body in space. 8, 9. You know what? Let's do a full 20. I think we need 20 here. Making those decisions in the moment. It's good. Figure out what the body needs. 6, 7. Focus where you're pushing from, right? 19. Get those calves. 20. You can feel the difference in your ankles, what's going on side to side as well. Okay, put your band around your wrists. Now here, if you're not feeling those serratus muscles behind, wrapped in through behind your armpits, then get rid of the band and see if you can find those muscles isolate there. Slide shoulders back and down. You don't really need to hinge far. Make sure those hips kind of stay tucked so that the pelvis is in neutral. Okay, push against the band. Pull back, not far, and then forward. Back and forth. 2, 3. So nothing in the neck. Focus on that back. 4. Dig underneath those armpits. 6, 7, 8. Relax in your neck. 9, 10. Okay, give yourself a little second. Check in. Make sure you're not grabbing with your neck. Extend your arms back out, and then you're going to go a little pulse. 2. Not moving far at all. 3, especially this band. It's pretty tight. 5, but I can super feel those serratus anterior muscles. 7, 8. You have to roll the shoulder blades back and down. And 10. Beautiful. All right, back to our 20s. We're going to go a little Mary Poppins this time. So toes are out. Chest up, belly strong. 2. We're going to stick with that 20. 5. 6. We definitely get our calves with all the jumping that we do. But I think this is super good for the ankles. I know it is. It's good for balance. I don't know about you. I've almost pitched forward a couple times. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Feeling those ankles, calves. Okie doke. Back around those hands. Shoulders back and down. Pull. Not far. 3. Lots of focus to get into these muscles. 9, 10. Whew. Take a little sec. Shoulders back and down. Reset those hips. Make sure the belly's strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Helps to get in there too if I kind of think about flaring my shoulders out. Think about trying to really broaden across your chest and shoulders. Okay, now we're going to go toes together, heels wide. Here we go. 4, keep that chest up. Keep the belly strong. 'Kind of losing my angle. 14. Get that core. 7. So we're focused on those calves, but I've still got my thighs and glutes flexed in. Use those support. All right, here we go. Last little serratus round. Shoulders back and down. Here we go. Tension on the band. 3, 4. You're finding the range. And maybe it's even not using the band to get the right muscles. 10. Okay, here we go. Shoulders back and down. Remember, broaden. 2, 3. Lock the belly. 5, 7. Take your brain to the muscles that you want to work. 10. Sometimes, too, if you're having a hard time feeling them, tap it. Wake it up. There they are. All right, pull one arm across. Open, pull the other across. Go into a quick down dog. Put your right foot on the ground. Wrap your left heel around it. Bend your knee a bit and then straighten. Other side, left foot down. Right foot around. Bend your knee and straighten. Those calves. All right, it's our last round. We're going to do shoulders and hip flexors. All right, some of us have overactive hip flexors, so you feel tight a lot in your hip flexors. So you can go without a band if that's the case. Some of us have weak hip flexors, and both can be problematic for your low back. So if you have low back issues, pain, tightness, stiffness, chances are you have one or the other that kind of are a part of a collection of things going on. So use the band or don't, depending on how your hip flexors generally treat you. So the psoas muscles, the hip flexors deep in here, what pull the leg up, right? So just have the band ready, but we're going to start with shoulders. We're going to do our trifecta. So elbows are constantly bent. We're going to go for 10. Start with your thumbs up. Your elbows stay in a 90-degree angle the entire time. Out, then rotate back. You're going to squeeze together. There's our third. Open back, rotate down, and together. All right, up, back, squeeze, open, rotate, drop. That's 2. You got it. Always that core. Flex into the back. Find those serratus muscles we just built. Rotate in, out. And get those shoulders going. Space between ears and shoulders. Feel those shoulders. Here's 8. Open, rotate, squeeze, 9. And 10. Okay, now we're going to hit up those hip flexors. So plant onto one leg. I'm going to plant onto my left first, belly strong. The foot doesn't come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoop. 7. Put the foot down if you're going to fall over though. 9, 10. Woo. Definitely feel that. That's belly, lifted chest. 3, 4. Working on our balance as well. 7. We have a balance day coming up soon. Looking forward to it. 10. Okay. Reset those feet. Shoulders back and down, 90 degrees. Out, up, in, and then back. 1. Scan the body. You've got it. Elbows to shoulder height. Keep them there. So once they're up, they have to stay there. I think this is 5. Wrap underneath that rib cage. 7. Feel like those elbows are getting pulled away from the shoulders. 2 to go. Solid back, solid core. Then work those shoulders. Good range of motion. Lots going on. All right, back to those hip flexors. Here we go. 6, 7, 8, 10. Woo. Here we go. 2, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, not near the burn on that second side. All right. If one of these ranges of motion doesn't feel good on the shoulders, just cut that piece out. You can stay up, do your shoulder bellows, just rotate, do that side raise, pinch into the back. You can go range of motion without weights as well. Work from the back first, then trust me, those shoulders are burned. 7, 8. Focus. Keep those elbows up. 10. All right. I'm going to start on my second side this time. Find that balance. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Come on, really put some pull there. 10. 4, 9, 10. Whew. All right. Good job, everybody. Fun little different way of doing things. Okay, so let's get those hip flexors stretched, and we'll go into our other stretches from here. Tuck the hips, slide forward a bit. From here, go ahead and lift that arm up. If your left leg's back, lift your left arm up, and then lean over. Keep your belly strong, the hips tucked under. Feel that hip flexor stretch. Bring your arm down and across, sliding the shoulder down away from your ear. Tuck in, hold steady. Okay, we're going to hinge forward and rotate. So if your right leg's forward, plant your left hand on the ground and then rotate the left hip toward the ground. Yeah, feel that abductor stretch. Okay, rotate back to center, and we're going to hit our pigeon while we're here. Cross that foot over to the other side of the mat. Walk the back knee back if that feels good for you. Open the chest. You can lie all the way onto your elbows or even your forehead if you'd like, depending on your flexibility. Good job. Not fully exhausted, fully fatigued, but each little muscle group, little muscle set definitely burned. Kind of take a little quick snapshot back, replay everything in your head. What was difficult? What do you maybe need to work on a little bit more? All right, bring it up, and let's do the same thing on the other side. All right, left leg forward, right leg back. Tuck those hips under. Feel the core contract, lift that arm up, and then hinge over. Still keeping your hips square though, so you're not pushing your hips out. You're just lifting up out of the knee. Don't forget that core. Tuck the hips under. Feel that hip flexor open. Bring that arm down and across. So as you pull across, slide the shoulder down away from the ear, then tug. So you should feel that nice line of stretch across the outside of that shoulder, front of the shoulder. Okay, take that hand that you just stretched and plant it on the ground, and then we're going to rotate the outer edge of the right hip. Feel that abductor. You can kind of get that IT band, your oblique. Okay, let's rotate back. Take your foot across, hit your pigeon, open your chest, walk that foot back, and then same thing. If you want to go onto elbows or your forehead, go for it. Keep those hips squared off. Check in where you feel that stretch. Super good. All right, rotate around. We're going to go back into those inner thighs, but this time we're going to go spread eagle. So both legs out wide, just as wide as works for you. Bring your toes up. You can start with your hands behind and stay there, okay? Or bring your hands forward and then just walk forward as far as you like, as far as feels comfortable for you. Toes are up. Push into the hands and pull that chest forward. Maybe come down onto your elbows. Whew, definitely feeling some tightness there. All right, walk it back up. And then the last one, we'll come up to standing. And we're going to get those calves again. So I'm going to use my weight here and put my foot up on top of the side, the toes, heel on the ground, and then just lean forward. Tuck the hips under, slide that body forward. Woo, definitely feeling that calf stretch. A little note here, if you struggle with any pain in the bottom of your feet, interplantar fasciitis, anything like that, generally speaking, it's because your calves are tight and need a little bit of help, a little bit of stretch there. Flexibility. Okay, other leg. So do lots of calf stretches. Tuck those hips, lean forward. Even if you don't struggle with bottom of the foot pain, it's really good to make sure those calves stay stretched, elongated. Make sure that you never get there. All right, well, that was a fun little set, hitting up those mini muscles. Thank you so much, as always, and I'll see you tomorrow.